Hey everybody, surprise. It's Matt with Copper Out Coins, and I am just going through a bunch of half dollars that were left over from last night's video where we hunted these for Woozy. So any finds would go to Woozy from this bunch. Just thought I'd take you behind the scenes of how I do the little post-hunt hunt. First of all, I got to get everything sorted. Just thought it'd be kind of fun to hang out a little more. Seeing if anybody wants to stay up late and keep me company. Haven't seen anybody join yet, so if you join, please say hello. Be interesting to see what's on people's minds tonight. In addition to trying to get through quite a few second chance half dollars. Hey, BH Ringer, good to see you. We're just going through some of Woozy's second chance, taking a second glance at some of Woozy's coins from last night, trying to stack them up so we can take a quick look at them, see if we've got any DDOs. A little bit of a tedious task of sorting them. I didn't get them pre-sorted. I just got off the road from about 6.5 hours of driving to land in Ardmore, Oklahoma tonight. I've got some work here that I'll be doing. So we're just trying to get things sorted out here to where I can dive into a bunch of these. So what you got going on tonight, BH Ringer? Anything fun? If you'd like to chat with voice or video, I mean, I'm all for that. Kind of keeps things loose and fluid here. I can kind of keep my head down and try to sort through these and see what we got. Try to find Woozy a few more goodies before we call it a hunt. Oh, hey, Pa's still on. Okay. Hey, no problem. You kind of keep me on the background. How's Pa doing tonight? I checked in a few times and looked like they were doing pretty well. It was fun to see them back again. I understand the need to take vacation, but Pa did 2 5-roll giveaways. Jimmy Lucari won and found a... Whoa! That is cool. And why am I not surprised that Jimmy Lucari found that? I will have to go back. Did that happen very long ago? Because I'd love to go back and watch that happen. I love a good trime. 1852 trime. That is a... as memory serves me right, that's a fairly early one. And if it's a trime, yeah, that's 3-cent silver. I forget the silver content on that. It's not, I think it's like 75% silver. I should know. I've got 2 of them. Okay, so it sounds like it'll be a little later in the stream. I'll have to watch that. I heard from somebody that I had won one of the pin giveaways early on, so I will need to go back and watch that as well. 75%. Yep. That's what my memory was telling me. All right. I am just trying to sort out a bunch of loose half dollars into their respective groups so that we can more effectively search them in a meaningful way. So I'm going to keep doing that. So I'd just say hang loose, and if you want to come up to the panel level and chit chat, feel free to lob in that request and we can do it. And I'll understand if not. Start of stream, a pin or one of the baby walker. I'll take the pin. I've got a baby walker. I wasn't able to get that I wasn't able to watch the start of stream because I was probably in the middle of making some phone calls for work while we were driving, trying not to wreck the car. So, first things first, right? That's cool. I didn't expect to win anything. Never do, but it's always nice when it happens. That lucky Jimmy Licari, I'll tell you what, he needs to just change his name to Lucky Jimmy Licari. Hey, if you're over there and they're wrapping up, you could always mention a raid over here. I'd take the viewers. Let them know we're going through Woozy's taking a second look at Woozy's off-camera DDO, potential DDOs. Hey, Garrett C., how are you? That makes 2 people viewing. If you'd, in this format, I can invite you up, or you can invite yourself up to participate in the chat. I can put the link out here. Anybody wants to join in, you certainly can. You voice to voice or video, or we can just keep it in the chat window too. Whatever anybody prefers. Doing pretty good. I'm coming from Ardmore, Oklahoma tonight, and I was just getting my all of the potential DDOs and no FGs from yesterday's stream for Woozy sorted so that I can then go back through them and see if we have any DDOs. Otherwise, I am doing just fine. I've got a bunch of these to go through. So hopefully we'll find something. It's always more fun when you find something. Do I ever pick up boxes on my travels? That's a good question. I have not picked up a box, but last year, while I was traveling between Memorial Day and Labor Day, about 12 times out to California, New Mexico, and Las Vegas. Yes, during a pandemic. I didn't get any boxes, but I was able to locate a few Wells Fargo banks that I could grab some rolls. So whenever I traveled, I tried to make sure that I had about $50 on me, just in case. And those were really the very first rolls that I ever got to hunt. One of the hotels out in Livermore, California, that I stay at frequently, enough that they actually know me by my first name, and I know them the same way, which is kind of a sad commentary, but kind of a cool thing when you're on the road too, to have a little familiarity away from home. I had picked up several rolls of nickels from them and asked if I could hunt them, and they said sure. And that was how I found my first hunted silver quarter, and also my first war nickel. So I really started hunting on the road during the travels last year. It's kind of a nice way to spend some downtime when I got back to the hotel with not much else to do. So, it was kind of a weird time. I would love to pick up some boxes during travels. I have brought boxes with me on travels to hunt, and have done that. For those, I have shot some video that I need to go back and edit and make it a little more cohesive and smooth, but I don't have that just yet. I am working on it, and got at least one nickel hunt and maybe a penny hunt that I've done on the road, but it is a box from home that we work from. So I'd love any other questions anybody has. You can join the stream, talk with me voice to voice if you like. If not, if that's not your cup of tea, that's fine too. We can just do it this way. Yeah, it really it ended about a 30-year drought of me not getting back into it. BH Ringer, that's pretty cool. We've had some good luck winning a few things. I've winning tonight on Pause Stream was my second win inside of not a calendar week, but between last week and this week, within the period of 7 days, my second win. So, but man, for sure, I would trade a pin from Pause channel, even though I definitely appreciate it and would definitely take the pin. Boy, I would like to have Jimmy's luck to win at the right time and win that trime, or at least find the rolls that have the trime in them. And yeah, that's just super cool. I have a trime that I got from the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop in Las Vegas. So yes, the Pawn Stars Pawn Shop. That's where I bought my first Trime. It's probably also the coin that I've spent the most on to own. No surprise that would have come from a pawn shop, but they knew what they had. I looked it up. It was at least a fair retail price, which was probably overpaying what I could have done, but I'm not disappointed. It came with a fun story of where it came from, so why get mad at that? Right now, I am not searching these yet. I'm still separating all these half dollars. I'll let you know about how many dollars worth of half dollars that we'll be taking a second look at, because that's how many of them come out of pretty standard box, I would say, during the stream. Give you a little bit of idea what extra work goes in behind the scenes to complete a hunt each week. In a lot of weeks, these are separated out by whoever donates. In this case, Woozy had the whole box, so that's who we are looking for tonight. Chumley Shot Glass from Pawn Star Shop. That's pretty cool. He's quite the character. I've never been there when they've been there, and I've heard that it is somewhat rare to have that chance because they've just got to make it happen during a shooting schedule for the network. It can't just be, it's gotten popular enough to where they just, can't do it on the spur of the moment. So that tells me that just about everything you see on there isn't completely random. Not that I thought it was, but, like to have something. Picked up one from, I think, Flying Twinkie. All right. I have eaten at the barbecue joint across the parking lot from their shop several times. I think they actually do fairly good barbecue there. I was quite surprised, being from Kansas City. I might be a little picky when it comes to things like barbecue. So we're getting close to getting these stacks figured out here and figuring out which years go with which and being able to plow through these. By far, the greatest number is always the 1971 Ds. And they also go about the slowest because they have at least two varieties of DDO that I have to look for. Looks like I didn't have a best eye for some of these. I got some 71 Phillies in there mixed in with the Denvers, and that's not what we need. We just need those Denvers. So keep searching these and sorting these. That's the biggest thing we're doing right now, is just sorting. We'll get to the searching in just a little while. Had an auction win. That's pretty cool. Always like a good auction win as well. Quite a few 77s that we'll be looking through tonight. Barbecue in Vegas. I would have been leery also. Barbecue in LA one time made me question my decision. Like seafood from a steak place or stack from a seafood place, stick with what they are known for. Yep, that is right. I tend to have a unwritten rule of we will not eat sushi from a landlocked state. That's a good rule. I have found decent sushi in a landlocked state, but it was not because I went out and found it. It's because I was taking the word of a friend who had searched it out first and had had a good experience with it. So I thought, okay, we will give it a try. I still think it's a good rule. We'll definitely, I mean, don't be getting into that gas station sushi. That's for sure. You don't need that on your stomach. Need that on your stomach like I need another 30 pounds. I need to lose 30 pounds. That would be phenomenal. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that on the road like this. I guess there's ways to do it. All right, we're getting close, guys. We'll get going on the hunting. Or at least the reviewing. So got a good place here in town, but by work, but it seems pricey. No gas station, no Sam's, Costco. That's also a good plan. Don't be doing that. Okay. Had a few oddballs mixed in here, so I could have. Hey, Patrick Johnson's Paw Spare Time Raid. That's cool. $6 there. Raid. Hey, the timing for that raid is really good because I just got done sorting through things and we can do this. Hey, Paul Raid. Good to see you, John Jacobs. Wonder if I'm going to be keeping my neighbors up at 11 o'clock here in Ardmore. The Tool Freak 1988. Good to see you. Sir Benji, hello. Thank you for the raid, Paw, and all of you coming over in the raid. Jimmy Lacari, lucky Jimmy Lacari is in the house, from what I hear. I'm severely jealous of you, sir, finding a Trime in some rolls with Paw's on Paw's channel. Trime is one of my favorite coins ever. Jorge Martinez, Slick One, Everkurt, Sir Benji, good to see you all. Hope you'll enjoy what we've got going on tonight. Basically, we are just doing a check of the. Hold on one second. All right. We're just doing a check of the coins from yesterday's stream that we did not have a chance, messing with the light here, that we did not examine on the screen. So, hey, William Finds Pennies, good to see. Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, Jimmy, I've got a pin that I won at start of stream. I will trade you. No, that's a fantastic find, man. That's really cool. All right, we're going to get things started off with the 74D DDO and see if we can find anything. Now, I'm not seeing the DDO on the Seraph of the 4, the leg of the R, or the T. So we'll keep moving. Yeah, I got a pin. I will trade you. So nothing here. I was going to do a quick count. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like pretty close to about $110 worth of half dollars to go through. So let's start with our next smallest stack, the 73s. Now, some of these 73s we didn't look at last night. Or we did look at, and we just wanted to take a second look. So, all right. If I look this way, that's because I've got a large TV off to this side where I can see the magnification a little better than I can right here on the screen that you're seeing. So, well, thank you, William Finds Pennies. Go get you some sleep. Thank you for the thumbs up. Everybody go smash that thumbs up for me and leave a comment. Think about it. Think about subbing to my channel, if you will. I would love to get a few more people interested in copper altcoins. Appreciate everybody stopping in after that raid. That one's got a bunch of damage. And not seeing it. These can actually go fairly fast when you get them organized like this. That's what I'm kind of hoping to do. And R looks just a little suspect to me. But the thing is, I don't see the doubling in the S where I would expect to see it at the top and bottom of the serifs. So, hey, Paw Spare Time. The Paw himself is rating. Awesome. Looks like you had a great stream, and I'm sorry I wasn't there, Paw, to see the start of stream giveaway, where I hear that I won one of your fantastic new pins. So thank you very much for that. I will look forward to getting that. I will get you an email with my address. Very cool idea. Doing some great things with that. Yeah, I was telling Jimmy Licari that I know a guy with a pin that would gladly trade for his find late in the stream. And you can believe me, I will be going back and watching not only the start of stream giveaway to kind of see that happen, because I missed it. I was driving or riding or on the phone from between Kansas City and Ardmore, Oklahoma, about 6.5 hour drive today. So I was a little focused on the drive, but at any rate, BH Ringer came in and let me know that Jimmy, Mr. Lucky Jimmy Licari, had won some rolls, and in those rolls there was a Trime, and that is just very cool. It's one of my favorite coins. What kind of condition was that Trime in? I've got one that was graded EF40, and it's graded, and it's definitely worth a few bucks. But I've got another one that's in lesser grade, and it was not worth as much, but it's nice having a second one. Maybe a fine 8. Okay. G4 at best, fine 8. Okay. Well, hey, it's still a Trime, though, right? Yep. Smallest coin that our mint has made for general circulation. And basically, as I understand it, made so that back in the day, a single coin could be used to purchase 3-cent stamps back in the day. Yeah, okay. That is cool. We're going to move on from we didn't find anything in the 73s or 74Ds. We're going to move on to the 77Ds. Sometimes a little more subtle to be able to find that doubling. But that's what we're doing right now for anybody who's new to what we're doing. These are the coins that we looked at last night for Woozy, since he bought the whole box. And these are the coins we did not take time to look at on the screen during the stream, or we would have had a very, very late night. So, Pa, thanks for stopping in. Yep, let's get Hudson some sleep, and welcome back. Great to see you back from vacation. I hope you had a great one. Always enjoy seeing the streams, and occasionally coming away with a win. So we'll have to get you in for one of our end of streams and see if you can return the favor. So we'll talk to you later, Pa. Thank you. All right. For the record, I have not found a 77 DDO just yet. Now, I may not have a very trained eye for it, but as I recall, it should be fairly clear when that R has doubling in it. There'd be a little bit in the S and the U as well. So if anybody knows better than me and wants to correct me, that's just fine too. If anybody wants to join in the, let me do this. Let me get the link to our stream here out there again. That way, if anybody would like to come in and do either a vocal chat or a video chat with me, we can work that out. Till then, we're just going to keep looking at coins. Seeing if we can find some doubling so that we can double Woozy's fun from his stream yesterday. Yeah, those trimes are worth a little bit of money. Even in rough shape, they can be worth money. That one looks like the S has a little something to it, but my guess is because the R, the leg in the R isn't doubled up, maybe we're just looking at either some machine doubling or a little bit of damage there. JD Francis, good to see you. Welcome. That one is just obliterated. JD, we're just looking at some coins from yesterday's hunt that Woozy was the donator for. And these are the second chance coins, I'm calling them, because we're giving them a second look. I did not take time during the stream to look at every single coin that could be DDO. That's what I do here. And it's really the first time we've done this, so it might be kind of fun. I appreciate the raid from Pa's spare time. Not sure how many of you might still be here, but it's always nice. These are always a little bit mangled right about where the R is at, so makes it kind of tough to know for sure. It seems like sometimes they don't have the strongest strikes. 14 likes, cool. Very cool. I don't have any contests or giveaways planned, so if anybody stopped by for that alone, I'm not sure that this is the stream for that, but did I just lose half of everybody? Anyway, we're going to look at the 72 Phillies next. I've got about 25 of those to go through. Well, we've already trimmed it down quite a bit. And we've gone through about 30 $30 of the 120, so we're making progress. I'm not sure Mama Owl's going to be joining us tonight. She seemed like she was a little bit tired and trying to get the baby owls in bed. Or little owls. I guess they're not babies anymore. Some days I wish they were. All right. There's our first 5. Smash that like button, Zach Lane. Thank you for doing so. Yeah, everybody, you got some games you can play. Zach Lane would love it if you'd become a subscriber as well, if you're not already. That goes for anybody that's out there. Love to pick up some new subscribers and get a little new momentum behind the subscriber count. We seem to have stalled at about 220. I think we're at about 221. But a few new ones would, bump it up to 225. Then we can shoot for 250. And then ultimately 300, where I can do a little bit bigger giveaway for a milestone. Okay, Zach Lane, hey, no problem. Just wanted to kind of provide you the opportunity while we were mentioning it to everybody else. Oh, sorry. It's not exactly early. So just trying to find some DDOs. Not really doing that just yet. Next one I find on a 72 Philly will probably be the first. It's not the easiest one to find. And I am definitely not what I would call got to support the community. That's right. I love supporting the community. I love the community support back at me. Very cool. Thank you for that support. All right. If anybody wants to buy some rolls from the next hunt, it'll be on the 4th of July. We do 1 box. I will sell you as many rolls as you care to, up to the full number of box, only $3 a roll. I don't have any takers for it yet, but it is a couple weeks out. Love to get it sold off and make plans for the next one. We've had a very good month of June with that in regards to doing exactly that. Take a look at this one real close. It kind of feels like the R has a little something to it. The S did too, but when I turn it this way, I don't think it does. It should be fairly easy to see when we see it. I sent one to Coin Crew for Cersei Q auction, and people went bonkers over it. Let's see. John Jacobs, what did you send? What exactly did you send to Coin Crew? Was that a Trime? Ah, gotcha. Was it in pretty good shape? Wouldn't that be fun to do? You know, like RFT does his um, he does his dime time. How insanely cool would it be to do trime time? Because every one of them is a find. I could get both of my trimes and uh, make it a really quick video and call it trime time. Maybe I'll do a short like that. Yeah, a little bit of a stronger R, leg of the R. I don't think we got it. All right. That's all the 72s. Nothing from the 72s, 73s, 74s, or 77s, which is not uncommon. I'll put those over here. And let me stop and think here. Okay, no, that makes sense. Jorge Martinez, thank you for stopping by, sir. On your way out, if you wouldn't mind subbing, if you haven't already, that would be very cool. I would love to have you join and turn on that alert for the next time we do something. Have you join again. Yep, good night and take care. That is for sure. Okay, just did a few 72D, the potential for that no FG. I've had a few close calls, but nothing that we can confirm. I'm going to jump into some 71Ds, looking for the DDO both in the word trust and in the B on liberty. And I've heard a few other people that talk about ways to verify this. I'd love to hear more about what you think and what you've observed or what other people might do. Walker's over it still at John Jacobs, just about fell out of my chair. Yep. I would have been ecstatic, Jimmy. That is a very cool find. I am so insanely jealous of that. My question is, what did Hudson do when they found that? What did he do? Was that like a huge uh-oh and fall out of his chair too? Because that would have been priceless, and I really can't wait to go back and see it. I am definitely going to go back and watch that. Anybody want to come up and talk while we're looking? We can do voice to voice or video to video. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever you'd like, just let me know. I'll put the link out. He was super excited, though. I bet he was. Did he even realize what he had found? I'm guessing Palm may have had to explain it to him. But yeah, I mean, that's not the only silver they found tonight. They found a few silver dimes too, and that was pretty cool. As somebody who's looking to fill in some Roosevelt silver dimes in an album that I've got, that would be pretty cool. But to find a trime, that is oh so fine. I tried. It doesn't quite rhyme. Wound up like an 8-day clock. Oh, he knew, huh? Well, that's cool. That explains why he'd be wound up like that. That's really cool. That's impressive that kid his age would know what a trime is when he saw it. I'll be honest, a couple years ago when I got mine from the pawn shop, I had to look it up on the spot because I'd never heard of such a thing. But I was really new at, well, I wouldn't say I'm new, but I was very rusty and honestly had never studied it that close when I was a kid before I took about 30 years off to finish school, start a family, start a career, and thank you, COVID. You had COVID gave me the chance to get back into the hobby, and now look at what I'm up to. He had his own 1852. I believe mine is an 1852 as well, and it's in like EF40 condition. So it is definitely a looker. Not disappointed with it at all. So I'd love pictures of your of that one, Jimmy, if you wanted to take pictures and share it in an email or something. But I cannot wait to go back and see what transpired in those last 5 rolls. What a way to finish. I do love it when Hudson gets really wound up. Those birthday rolls of the Mom and Pop penny box that I got back in April for myself. I think you found 3 Indian heads, so it was fun. Every time he'd be like, "Uh-oh." We're not finding any more DDOs. We found the one 1974 DDO yesterday on the stream, but I have not seen one yet on this second glance look at those we did not hunt directly on the screen or didn't inspect on the screen. Yes, Mrs. Al, just a little bit. We're just going through those second chance coins, trying to see if Woozy has any things that we didn't find during the stream. Everybody say hi to Mrs. Al. We have a few new people in here, Mrs. Al. Mrs. Al, are you going to come say hi to everybody, or are you going to just be in the chat? I know you're probably getting ready to crash out for the night, so I will understand if you're not coming up. Thank you, John Jacobs. Yep. Here, Boy, in just mere minutes now, when it turns midnight, it will be my 25th anniversary with Mrs. Al. So we celebrated Friday night since I knew I was going to be out of town tonight. And we had a very nice dinner. And I think I got her a nice gift. She seemed to like it. Maybe she even loved it. Who knows? And we had a really nice dinner. New place that we had never tried before. And I had a Kansas City strip steak with risotto and some potatoes. And outlet number 2 says hi. Hello, Josh. Or outlet number 2. She loved the gift. She loved her. I think you had scallops, sea scallops on a bed of like a slaw or something like that. But we had a bite of each other's meal, and it was really good. So it wasn't just us loving our own meals. We agreed that we probably would have loved to have more of each other's meals too. It was just that good. Appetizer was a whipped goat cheese with some crostinis, a little slaw, a little mustard, a little honey, a little prosciutto ham. I think that was about it. Oh, they were on a risotto as well. That's right. So yeah, it was really tasty. And then we had like a rum cake for dinner. And let's just say that you could definitely taste the rum. Not enough to impair driving, but it was really good. So if you're ever coming to Kansas City looking for a nice dinner, and I do mean a nice one, give us a shout. We'll point you to the right direct. Yeah, that's right. Rum and amaretto. That's right. I keep forgetting the amaretto part there. All right. I got to say, this is definitely helping me get through some of these a little bit faster than I normally would. So I appreciate the chance to do some chatting while we're going through these. Yeah, that rum and amaretto was a pretty tasty combination. In fact, I was having. Your dad got 5 feathers done. Hey, nice. Good job. Keep rolling, man. Make your goal 10 tomorrow. If we have to go get more materials, I will go get more materials, but I want to help you do that, even though I'm a little bit far away tonight. So I can cheerlead for you, root you on, because I know you got a lot of work ahead of you. Let's not go crazy. No, let's go crazy. Lose control. That's a song that you don't know, son. You don't know Prince and the Revolution. Let's get nuts. There you go. I might. All right. Nope, Don't stay up too much later. He does. He knows about Prince and New Revolution. That's kind of fun. Fleabag, hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We're not necessarily hunting a new half-dollar box. We are just going through and rechecking a bunch of them from yesterday's stream that was a box donated by Woozy, and we found a lot of good things in there for Woozy. He was able to trade up on a couple things, but what we didn't do is we didn't look at every single DDO possibility. Oh, I did show you an 8-minute guitar song from Prince. Yeah. Hey, you gotta respect Purple Rain, man. That's a great song. Gotta like a live solo. I forgot that I did that. That looks a little suspect. Let's set that one aside. Amarillo in my mornings. Relaxing, you know. Mrs. Al and I went and saw George Strait at a concert. We were back in college. Back in what about November of probably 95, I think. I know it was just the night before the Nebraska football game that K-State played. I know it was cool and rainy, and I was short on sleep. And it was an early morning. A long game that we ultimately lost, unfortunately. But that was the year before, a couple years before we had the big win. I just remember I was really tired after that game because I'd been up pretty much all night. I had a wonderful night with my girlfriend that became my wife. Going to a George Strait concert while we were dating. He did that concert in the round, if I recall correctly. That was definitely my country phase during college. I would say I'm not the biggest country fan, but I do like some. Excuse me. Mr. Turtle, look who's here. Everybody say hi to Mr. Turtle. The turtliest turtle I know. And one of my moderators. It is good to see you, Mr. Turtle. What have you been up to, sir? I hear you may have been busy with some work or something of that nature. Busy recently. I finally had time to pop in. That's right. Well, hey, we're happy to have you. It's good to see you again. It's good to be busy. That is for sure. It beats not having anything to do. No question about that. George Strait is a country singer, son. He has sung a lot of good songs. What do you see, Jimmy Licari? Did I miss something? Do I need to go back? I'm a goofball, huh? I'm your goofball. The S here looks a little suspect, but that's not one of the key ones. You offered to pay me $1 million. I could not name 3 country singers. I bet you could. I bet you could. But would you be able to name them without a little bit of a hint? That's the question. There's a lot of country singers out there that I'm sure would be familiar to you if you heard their name. Now, I don't have $1 million to give you, but I do have some Monopoly money. By the way, everybody, Josh on here is the artist who helped me with my channel sticker. So when you see my logo or receive my channel sticker, Josh here was the young man that had the artistic abilities to help me take some images and merge them and turn it into kind of this vision that I had, but he had the know-how and the ability to do it. So if you like my sticker, then you're a fan of his work. If you have the sticker or see the logo, you might even see his initials at the very bottom of it. They are small, but we place them strategically as though we were looking at a 1909 VDB penny. So with that, there is I believe we have a DDO. Yeah, I think we do. You can see the split in the R. You can see the serifs at the top of the U are fairly clearly doubled. The S doesn't have good definition, but it does have some thickness there, as do the T's. Love you too, sweetie. Now, unfortunately, it has the ring of death on it, but you can see the splitting in the left serif and the width in the right serif, that if it were not smashed, it would very clearly show. You can see a little bit of the doubling in the serif on the E. You can clearly see that the I has some doubling in its serifs. That's a good one. Right there. So boom, we have one. Good night, Josh. Good night, Mrs. Owl. Good night, Joshua Owl. Yes, you're 14. You'll be 15 soon enough, but you're still 14. Go to bed. Well, we found a DDO, so that's exciting. I don't think we have back-to-back ones. Nope. That's what I like to see is DDOs when we're looking for them. And that's one reason why we look for them. I want to make sure that we get woozy every find that we can identify, since I don't ask a lot for each roll in the box, less than most, but I want to give you guys the best value I can. It does take some time to do this. Like, we've been at this about, let's see, about 45 minutes now, going through these, and we're making pretty good time. We'll probably have another 15 minutes or so, but that's still time that it takes to go through and do these. So, a whole box probably takes me something close to, oh, by the way, if Josh is still there, I can't remember what his channel is called, but maybe we'll hunt that down and let you guys know sometime. He has a YouTube channel. He does some pretty, I would say some interesting videos, maybe some quirky video edits that can be a little bit entertaining. I've definitely had some good laughs to them. It might not be everybody's taste, but it might be worth checking out. I know he would love to have you say hello and like them as well. So if you're headed to bed, my dear, I will talk with you tomorrow. Got a busy day. I'm going to be doing work in 2 different cities and crashing for the night in a 3rd city tomorrow. So, but that will leave us 1 stop away from returning home. So we should be able to make it home at good time on Wednesday. And I know that'll be exciting for Josh, so we can help him finish his work. I feel like that DDO caused me to slow down a little bit. Got to get going. 20 likes. All right. That's as many as I get during a normal stream. I'll take it. I will take it. Got a few people in the normal stream I haven't seen in a while, like Ike's Girl and all that. I haven't seen Minnesota Joe lately. Does anybody know what he's up to? I hope he's still working on doing this channel. He had some nice things going. He was my very first donator a couple months back. Every time I move a new coin on, as I slide it in, my camera or the scope turns slightly. So it feels like I'm kind of jerking the picture around. That might be why. I don't think that one was one. Not on the B. I can't be sure on this one. If, well, there for a second it looked like it was part of the B, but let's rotate around here and take a look. We do have a little bit of splitting on those serifs. It's hard to tell for sure. Just sub to Mrs. Al. I think she may have her first sub. Well, that B sure looks like it's got something to it. We might have the FS 102. There's definitely something going on with the serif there. I think we might have an FS 102. What do you guys think? Is that doubling on the D? Oh, her sixth thumb. I need to get out and probably sub her. That's not good. What do you guys think? I think it's real close, but I don't think it was. I don't think it is. I'm going to set it aside to double check some references. Makes two of them that we're doing that with now. Let's get through this last roll of DDO checks, and then we can get to the no FG. Yeah, I wasn't seeing it either, John. I'm glad somebody else spoke up on that. That's one of those times I'd love to have somebody talking voice to voice with me, and we can kind of explore the DDOs together. Maybe we'll talk ourselves into some DDOs. Who knows? Or talk ourselves out of them too. Okay. Getting down to probably the last 10 of these that we'll look at. That one was all kinds of messy. I don't see it real clear on that one. Oh, no dice on that one. It's about the cleanest one that I've seen. See, that almost looks like the L has a little something there. Definitely something with the left serif there. Not sure I see it on there. But then the FS 102 is a lot more subtle and a little tricky to spot. Jimmy, did I miss something? I'm getting the eyeballs again. Tell me to look again. right, down to about the last 4 here. All right, I'm starting to feel it now. I'm not seeing another DDO just yet. It's got Mrs. Owl's channel. Nice. Thank you for doing that. Mrs. Owl has talked about doing like a podcast or some type of video cast, talking about her experiences of being a mom to many kids, both her own and others. So we definitely feel it's important that we help each other along the way. All right, that was the end of that. I'm just going to look at that 71 that we know is a DDO. Again, so clear. Very cool. All right, now we got a bunch of 72Ds. These are going to be no FG checks. They should go fairly quick. And then we're going to wrap things up. Oh, let's see. Yeah, there it is. Thank you for posting that, Mr. Turtle. I know she will appreciate that. That is pretty close to a no FG right there, but as you can see, there is kind of that ghosting, and that cannot be there for it to be a legit no FG. Very close, but no cigar. A little slow. Do I need to slow down? Oh, maybe you were slow to sub or something. I don't know. Pardon me. Didn't mean to yawn. Hope I'm not making everybody else yawn just by saying the word yawn or by doing it. All right. Oh, Turtle's a little late. Yeah. I got you now. Maybe I'm a little slow too. We'll slow the party sometimes. All right. Got $20 more of checks to do on the no FGs. Generally do not find them, so we'll not be shocked if we don't. But there's always that chance. I think we found one during a hunt, and I could not 100% confirm it, but it sure didn't show any signs. Oh, pardon me. So if I have a partner in crime in this coin world, you would have to say that Mrs. Al is definitely my Charlani. I don't know that she's going to come be on many of the streams and help out in the same way. She's more than welcome to. But I don't do nearly the volume. Pardon me. Last $10 to look at here. I don't do nearly the volume of half-dollar hunts. Oh, that looks close too, but you can see it's still there. That RFT does, but I promise you, I'm having fun doing the volume that I can do. I'm not even going to get to the nickel box and 2 penny boxes that I've got. So that's not going to happen this week. Then it's probably not going to happen for about 2 weeks. We will see how that goes. Oh, you lost some owls, Jimmy. All right. Getting down to the last 5 coins that we'll look at. All this searching, we found the one in the one DDO for sure. A couple more to look at again, real close. Maybe we can do that before we call it a night. And we'll call things good. All right. We didn't find any no FGs. Didn't think we would. We do have these 371Ds. We'll take another look at them real carefully under the microscope. I don't see doubling in the R on this one. The U's, the top serifs, don't look like they're completely in the right place. So I'm going to say the FS101 is out. There is something going on with the left serif on that T, indicative of a possible FF102. Well, that's cool. What I didn't realize you could do top hours and see what's going on. Okay. Oh, top 10 points. So War Machine's got 40,000 owls. I'm just looking at this now. All right. 5.58 hours for Angry Warrior. Jess was on for 5.8. Oddly enough, Walker Magnet only 4.83, but that might be since we started doing the CloudBot items here. So that's okay too. I know there's been more hours than that. Weather for Chambersburg. That would be pretty neat if that comes up. All right, back to this. I don't think I see it on that one. Let's look at this one. So again, doubling in the U doesn't look quite right. The doubling in the R, I mean, my eye wants to see a break there, but I don't think that's what we're seeing. And the B, we don't see the extra metal in the left of the upright piece, the B. We do see a little bit of something in the T, but not enough to call it for sure. I think that one's a pass as well. Weather transfer works on handy ands. You know what? I'll have to see if there's something else that I can put in there that makes it work. Handy Andy's got a setup a little bit different than mine. So again, I guess I'm going to say, you know, that looks like there's a split in the S. The R looks a little thicker, but I can't see a defined split. The U seems to have a little bit of minor doubling, but I don't think that was enough to call it what we're looking for. The B here is what's really compelling. That looks like extra width and possible doubling right there on the B. I'm just going to leave that here for a second, and let's see. What do you guys think? There's in the lower right serif of the eye, there's some of that almost like chatter. I don't really see doubling in the upper left serif of the D, or the N. The real question would be over here in the word God, do we see anything? And I don't think I see anything. So I'm going to call that one a no. And that is going to wrap up the hunting through the $50. You see it on the eye? Let me make sure we got the right one here. I don't think that was the one. There, okay. Let me put that back out there. Hey, LNW Show, good to see you. John Jacobs says the eye, there's a little bit of that. That can be somewhat common. It looks like maybe a little bit of a split on that N. Maybe on the O. Yeah, I think a case could be made for that. So I think we might have we have a strong contender. Thought the O in God, maybe. Yeah. I think I see a little bit of that split on the kind of the southwest quadrant of the O. And maybe a little bit on the east side of it. Change the light a little bit here. Yeah, it looks like there's possibly some there. A little extra thickness in the D. Looks like a little bit of a break. The N is really bugging me though. I see what I think is doubling, but then I'm curious and I move it around and it seems to kind of disappear. So I don't know. Tell you what, I will hold that one out of the general return so we can keep looking at it. So possibly we might have a 71D DDO FS101 and a 71D DDO FS102. Both are possible. We know the FS101 is for sure. The FS102 is kind of a maybe. So anyhow, all right. Well, as you can see, I've had a long day. Anyhow, you guys, thanks for coming up and spending a little time with me as I was going through this. I'd like to try to make this a little bit of a more regular occurrence, to where we follow up with the stream hunt with a opportunity to go through the second chance look at things. Jimmy, if you're out, congratulations once again on a very cool find. Know that I'm thinking about that trime and how cool that was. Can't wait to go over to Pa's spare time and take a look. And I guess I would say again to everybody, we will not be streaming this Sunday. I will be going with my boys to Boy Scout summer camp for the week. So we will not be streaming on Sunday, since that's the day that we leave for camp. And there'll be lots of last minute things that I'm doing. So nothing this Sunday. Only if there was a kind of a miraculous finish to the week, to where I could get in and do some type of nickel or penny hunt, would I do anything like this again. Yep, we're going to be there with two of my boys, number 2 and number 3. Number 1 is already up there working on staff, so it'll be nice to see him. And you know, if you guys are praying folks, please you know, keep my oldest son in prayer. He's a great kid. His autism often complicates small things like adapting to new situations and making friends and feeling included and things like that. You know, just be thinking of him. It can be tough, and the scout camp environment can be pretty overwhelming. He's very comfortable with scouts and the activities, and he really enjoys it. He has fun with the classwork part. The rest of it is a lot for his senses to process. So just a lot going on there. We've had to make a few trips to help make things work, but so far he's getting through it, and we just hope that he continues to get through it. So anyhow, so not streaming on Sunday. No guarantees we'd have anything else going on. And the next stream will be on July 4th. As far as I know, it'll be on July 4th. We'll do it early in the day so as not to interrupt with any kind of fireworks celebrations. But that being said, if there's something that comes up like we're traveling or something that I'm not expecting, then I'm hoping to only bump it back a day to July 5th. Right now, we're still planning on 2 p.m. Central Time on July 4th for the next stream. And we have a full box of $50 that is unaccounted for. So after we depart, give that some thought. If you're interested, just $3 a roll for anywhere from 1 to 50 rolls. You get bag pulls after every 10 that you donate for $150 through PayPal or Cash App will buy the whole box. Do the math. You know, if you want half the box, $75. If you want 10 rolls, $30. Every 10 rolls is worth $30. So that'll be the deal. I got channel stickers in today. a whole bunch of them, like 600 channel stickers. So everybody who gets anything from me in the future is getting a channel sticker, and I can't wait. My only question is, should I put one on the back of my car? Should I put one on my hard hat when I'm out on the field? Who knows? I could put one on each side like a helmet in the NFL. Anyhow, Friday night three-way box battle, Paw and HUD versus Baseman and Southern Metal. That sounds like a lot of fun. I will definitely have things going on, but I will try to tune into that. So anyhow, that's enough from me tonight. Thanks for stopping in. It's late. I need to crash out, get some sleep. I got a busy day tomorrow. So thank you all for joining, and have a good night. Take care of each other. We'll see you again soon. Good night, everybody. And before we leave, Mr. Marmello, hello. Thank you for stopping in. We were just about to say goodnight and take care, like John Jacobs did. But Mr. Marmello, I would love, if I don't believe I have you as a sub, we're not going to be on for much longer, but I would love to, you can go back and watch and check and see what we just did. If you really want to see some fun on this one, go back to the March 28th video, and you will see what we, see one of the best boxes I've ever had. Definitely the best box. Anybody doing this would have a good time, but I would love to have you as a sub on the channel. So I promise we're doing some good things, but we were just kind of winding down for the night. So don't want to miss a chance to say hello and invite you to participate some more in the future. So once again, everybody, take care, good night, and we will talk with you again soon. Good night.